it is the fifth largest economy and third largest in the PPP. That where today I am here to deliver a lecture topic on Narendra Modi on the front of the world. That where if we see particularly our Prime Minister Narendra Modi, that where he have been came to the power in 2040 by making a good majority in the Lok Sabha. Has he been the Prime Minister, he have been went to the many different countries, more than 40 countries to initiate the diplomatic ties and also trades. Thereby India have been emerged as a soft power in the globally. That we have been seen, the India have been involved in various activities. Our Prime Minister is head of the India, that in the sense the achievements of him is the face of the India. That India have been the part of many multinational organizations in the world. In the United Nations, we have been part. That where if you see, Global South was led by the India. And we have been the vocal for the Global South. That where if you see particularly in the G20 summit, our African Union have been made an attempt to come into the G21. That was the main value that have been spread. And also if we see the international stance, that India have been neutral part and in the various aspects like Russia-Ukraine war. That it have been showed the world that the India, independent country can take an independent decision. That where it have been united the African Union to express themselves in the stage by India being the leadership. And also if we see the Sagar initiative, that where India leads the Indian Ocean in terms of security and the commerce between the India. And also we have been seeing the East Asian Summit, that where India have been a part of good and a global representation and giving a responsibility of all the nations and respecting the equality. And also if we see the ASEAN Summit, that where we have been given 12 points that where concludes that the development of the whole world in a particular way. And also if we see focused upon the miracles that India possesses that have been led and implemented to them. And also if we go to the deep into the history of the India that have been shared the cultural ethnicity with the African Union. And also we are giving a good power to the African Union that balancing the opportunities. And also in the United Nations we are asking for the United Nations Security Council permanent membership. That India is going to get the permanent memberships. It is not about how, it is about when we are going to get the Security Council membership. Despite we are being the world third largest economy in the PPE, but still India faces many difficulties in becoming the soft power. So as we are mentioned that the politics which have been involved in the India were if you see particularly the politics were not educated, that where our particular external minister Jaishankar is a very far diplomatic. The type of candidates must be there in the external affairs and also in the overall development of the country. Ultimately the India will be becoming a soft power and also giving a good power to the world and the developing countries and supporting them even. Thank you.
Jai Hind everyone. There is a very famous saying that people are not able to understand their wife's brain and the GST in India. So the topic of my lecture is GST. I will try to make it easy and try to make it that consider that you all people will get to know about the GST. So if we talk about the GST, it's implemented in India on July 1, 2017. A news came that GST is implementing. It was really like the tough situation for the Indians as they were not able to catch the brain of their wives and now the GST is coming. So what is the GST? GST is a group of 17 indirect taxes which we are facing. There are two types of taxes that usually Indians pay: direct tax and indirect tax. Direct tax include property tax, income tax and others, and indirect tax include custom duty, service tax and others. So this GST includes 17 indirect tax, not the direct tax. So if we talk about the GST, it is of four types: CGST, that says the central GST, SGST, state GST, and then IGST, that integrated GST, and the last one is UTGST. So if you are thinking how much percentage then we have to give, for example, you are paying 18% GST, then you don't have to pay different the CGST 18%, IGST 18%, and CGST 18% again. You just have to pay 18%. Central will divide its 18% in center, state, and UT, whatever they are going. Another thing is, if one thing is going from one state to another state, and if you are paying IGST there, again you will pay only 18%. What central will do? He will take 18% from you and it will take 9% from the center, and 9% will be given to the destination state, not the originated state. So that is the main thing about the GST. So as GST came in India, it simplifies many taxes in India. So people, what was happening before that? the states like Gujarat, what they are doing, they were having a lot of money, economic things, and the Bihar like state, they were not having that much economic stability. So what they are doing, Gujarat is providing a lot of subsidies in their taxes and the other things. All the companies are going in the Gujarat only. So after the coming of the GST, Gujarat, if one company is getting in the Gujarat and he is selling his project in the Bihar, so of course Gujarat is not going to get benefit. Only center and that Bihar is going to get the benefit. So what will happen? Now the companies will not get confused that where to invest, how to invest, and how to what to do. If we talk about the different slabs of the GST, there are many slabs in the GST. For example, 5% tax slab, 12% tax slab, one is 0% tax slab and 18% sales tax, and most expensive is 28% tax slab. It is something like that. If you need butter, milk, if you need milk, food, then you don't have to pay 0% tax. If you are going for a bit higher luxuries, then you have to pay 5%. And if you are going for something like cars and the perfumes and like this, then you have to pay 28% taxes. So it is not something that is complicating India. It is not like the brain of 1/5. It is something like that will make the things easy, make will things fine. Thanks a lot.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today I am here to share my views on my role model. My role model is my mother. She is not only the role model for me but for my family. Let me tell you a story of Ambika Chota. She was the first queen of the South India who fought the war against the imperial Portuguese army. With only 200 army, she has fought the 5,000 mighty Portuguese army and defeated them. My mother, she is the ninth child of her family and the only child who is educated. It is very true that empowering a single woman will empower a society. Today, we as a family are doing good in the society. Not only she is a teacher, not only she gives emotional support to us, take care of us, but also she is performing good for the society. She takes, after doing all her responsibility in the family, she goes to the schools and teaches the students. Where I have met many students from many students of her who came to me and they were saying that we have never met any teacher like that. She will be motivating the students, the weak student as well as the good student. And during my low phases also, she will be always with me. I have seen waking up 4 in the morning. Never she complained to us that I wake 4 in the morning and she prepare food for us. Later preparing the food, he goes to his home, school. He teaches there. Then she come back and again starts doing for the family. See, our hard work is the most dedication. Hard work is the most important factors which always motivated me. Her responsibility towards the profession and the family is the next thing which always motivated me to take my responsibility for the society. And whatever things, if I have some ever I have committed some mistakes or anything, she will be compromising with me and she will be telling me to do in much to improve on myself. Not only for me, she is also a role model for my brothers. Not only for my brother but also for my father. Because of her, our family has been able to maintain a good position in the society. Because of which there is harmony in our family as well as harmony in our community. And as it was said by the Abdul Kalam sir, the harmony starts from the family and it leads to the nation. Thank you.
Good morning, all of you. So today's my topic is scopes of football in India. So as we all know, football is a popular sport in the world, and in recent 2022 World Cup, we all see that 3.2 billion watching is there in a football, which is the highest and the most populated, and we all know that final was quite interesting, the 3-3 and then penalty shootout, and Lionel Messi wins the World Cup. So and many of the Indians are supporting Lionel Messi, some are supporting, but why our country is not get participated in FIFA World Cup. Why we are not able to qualify the FIFA World Cup? Because still we have a many players. Sunil Chhetri sir, who is the third player of the international football, who is after Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi, who scored many goals. Still we are not able to. We have many prominent players. Our grassroots team is winning many medals. Still we are not. It's all about our grassroots level. Our grassroots level is not that prepared. Indian footballers are not that good in decision making in higher level. Their decision making power is not that good. For how and the proper diet, the proper training grounds is not there. That's why these all kind of happening. That India is not able to qualify. Even in Asia Cup also India is not able to qualify. So how we can increase this? Slowly by giving them, slowly by developing a grassroots level, slowly by giving each and every player physically or mentally what's their needs, what he have to capable of reaching. These all things we have to give them, and we can easily see that in recently World Club Championship, there is in our club, in our India's club, Minerva has won that. Under 17 players are participated there, and they won the gold medal there. And in recently, our under 19 football team has went to the Spain, and they give the tie 3-3 score against the Real Madrid, which are one of the prominent and giants clubs in the whole world. So still our grassroots level children are good, but when you're coming to the senior level, many of the players after 18 or 19 they quit the playing football. They get the injuries and they couldn't able to run their career for long. So that's why the national team is not getting in good players or many good things. And in conclusion, I would like to say that Indian football team can get easily because now government is also getting what to do. Vision 2047 is there, and according to this vision, Indian football is quite increasing at a very speedily, and 6,000% revenue is generated there. And I hope we will qualify football in India. And thank you.
Jai Hind everyone. Today I am going to speak on Paramveer Chakra, and I'll be talking about starting my history part. As you can see that the Paramveer Chakra was introduced by the East India Company by the Lord William Bentinck. It was the first introduction in the East India environment, and after that this Paramveer Chakra has been awarding to various time for our Indian soldiers. And talking about the present condition, around 21 Paramveer Chakra was awarded to our soldiers. And recently in 2018, Flight Lieutenant Nirmaljit Sikon was the recent Paramveer Chakra awardee. Talking about the specification of Paramveer Chakra, basically it is a bronze medal which consists of 4 Vajra, which is if we talk about our gods, which is the weapon of Indra, and in the center there is a national emblem of India. And which person we give this Paramveer Chakra? Basically, it is given to those soldiers which in the war time they give conspicuous sacrifice for our country. Our first recipient of our Paramveer Chakra was Major Somnath Sharma, who fought in the his regiment was Kumaon regiment, and he fought in the Jammu Kashmir insurgency. It was in the 1948. And our second recipient of Paramveer Chakra is Nayak Jadunath Singh, who is from Rajput regiment, and he also sacrificed himself in the 1948 Jammu Kashmir war. And talking about the third person, who is the rifleman Peru Singh, who is also from Rajput regiment. He also been a part of 1948 war. He also gave a supreme sacrifice for our country. Now talking about what is significant important of this, as you can see that many of our Indian soldiers have sacrificed their lives, but it is basically to encourage them so they can provide more nationality to our country. Like if we encourage one soldier through Paramveer Chakra, his family members were proud in all the countries, and they are being awarded by and also being respected by our government of India, and like Prime Minister Modi has also respected every Paramvir Chakra awardees. Now talking about my conclusion part, there are also various equivalent chakra like Ashok Chakra, Shaurya Chakra, and various type of chakra is also given. But the specific things about Paramvir Chakra is that it is given to in the wartime zones, not in the peace time. And recently, Rifleman Sanjay Kumar and Yogendra Singh Yadav is the newest person who is alive, because this Paramvir Chakra was given after sacrifice. But these are the new people. Thank you.
We, the people of India, are the ultimate ruler of the nation. Jai Hind everyone, my name is Manisha Best and the topic of my lecturette is elections in India. Elections are occurred in every 5 years in India at the state level and at the national level, and in which the multiple parties contest elections based on their representatives, and people gets the chance to choose the rulers based on their memorandum, what they comes up with, or what kind of incentives they bring, and what kind of promises they have while they will be elected. So elections in India are regularly occur in 5 years, and as per the in case of ultimate death of any representative, by elections occur. So why did we choose to conduct election every year? India is a parliamentary democracy, and as per the constitutions, rulers are elected and they represent the people in the constitution, in the parliament and in the legislative assemblies. They brings the policy changes in various sectors, for example in foreign policies and in economic policies, and so on and so forth. So recently there has been debates for the simultaneous elections at state level and at the national level. So for that, if that occurs, there are multiple challenges that India would be facing, because the half of the majorities or the position is against the election, against the simultaneous election, because it will bring the possibilities of presidential rule. Imagine an example. For example, every state and national level and state level elections are conducted simultaneously. What happens if what happens in case of failure of state legislature? Then we will be facing the presidential election. We will be facing the president rule, and if we go by the term that of simultaneous election, for the 5 years the state will be in the president rule, and it will somewhere restrict the freedom of speech and freedom to elect the representatives. So at last I would like to say that the election of India represents the democracy at the ultimate level. Thank you.
Yeah. Good morning, gentlemen. As we all know, neighbors are our best friends, and best friends are those who is ready to help you in any situation. Today I'll be delivering my lecture on the topic India and its neighbors. As we all know, India is sharing its land boundary with 7 neighboring nations and maritime boundary with 2 nations, which includes Maldives and Sri Lanka. As we all know, we have friendly connection with most of the countries. However, we have some disparities between 2 of the countries which we whom with we have already fought 3 more than 5 wars. And these countries are the India, Pakistan and the India-China. Coming from the positives, as we all know, India and Nepal has a very friendly relations from the historical times. From the spread of Buddhism, where Lord Buddha is born in Lumbini, Nepal, who's come to India, spread Buddhism, we have a very good cultural ties, and Nepal, becoming a Hindu majority country, share a similar religious practices. And we all have a good trade relation with Nepal. Talking about the next country, Myanmar. Although Myanmar, we have a very good relation, however, there has been some disparities where refugees are being traveling to India and came here to settle. And there are other countries like Bangladesh, we have a good relation. Bhutan, we have a very good relation with these countries. Talking about the two maritime countries, like the Maldives and Sri Lanka. Although Maldives, we have provided many aid facilities to the Maldives in difficult situations in the times of cyclones and typhoons arising in the Arabian Sea. And also, we have helped Maldives in many situations during the coup which has been happened in Maldives. Talking about the Sri Lanka, as we all know, we have a very good relation with Sri Lanka from the historical time, and recently we have provided a financial aid during the crisis which is going in Sri Lanka. Talking about the two countries with our relation are not very friendly, as we have already fought 1947 war with Pakistan, 1965 war, 1971 war, and the most recent which was the Kargil war in 1999. After these, many insurgencies also took place in the name of terrorism, where Pakistan, as we all know, most of the countries has called it as the country of terrorism, where many terrorists are infiltrating into India to spread terrorism in India. We don't have a very good relation. Only positive thing about India and Pakistan is the Gurudwara which lies in between the India and Pakistan border region. Coming to the China, although China we have a very good trade relation, but our relation at the border, it's not very friendly. As we all know, India has taken many standoffs like the 1962 war, as well as the Doklam standoff, and the latest one was the Galwan Valley clash. However, keeping a good relation is a very good for any developing nation, and having a good global ties, we could able to become a global South power in the future times. Thank you.
Hello friends, today I am going to speak about that country, to relation to our country, to that country who was earlier the part of our nations. So I am talking about India and Pakistan relation. Let's start with the history. That as we all know that Pakistan was earlier the part of India, and we together, the person who are currently living in Pakistan and India, we together fought to the Britishers, and we together snatched our liberty, our freedom to them. But before 1947, before having the freedom of India, their dispute generated between the leaders of Muslims and our Muslim community and Hindi community. And Muslim community led by Muhammad Jinnah, and Indian community, Hindu community was led by Jawaharlal Nehru. So because of their dispute, a theory was generated, Mountbatten theory. During this theory, that was the concept of dividing nation was arise, and due to this, both the parties got agreed on this decision, and there is a Pakistan and India got separated. But there was few states were there, those who were said to be independent, neither the part of the Pakistan or neither the part of India. But as we can see that we have conflict with Pakistan over the Jammu Kashmir region, and Jammu Kashmir because of this, Jammu Kashmir was also the independent state, but due to after bluffing India, Pakistan started to capture it, but due to our brave soldiers stop them to annex entire Jammu Kashmir, we stopped him, and a line was drawn by the UN, that was a LOC, line of actual control. After that, there was a relation between India and Pakistan went bitter and bitter. As we all know,
that the Pakistan is favorism of terrorism, and he has conflicted us with many wars. Starting from initial that we have first war was with in 1947 over the dividation of territory. Later in 1965, when Pakistan seems that India is becoming weak because we have fought war with China in 1962, and in 1965 that again attacked by Pakistan, but we fought very well and stopped him Pakistan. And after that in 1919 Kargil war, he again tried to annex the India. Then we again fought, and every time we fought with Pakistan and नीचे की खानी पड़ी उसे हर बार, ठीक. And that's thing. Thank you.
Janjito sir and my dear friends, my lecture topic is One Belt, One Road Initiative. For the better understanding of the topic, I divide my topic in 4 parts. First, what is One Road, One Belt Initiative? Second, what are the benefits of One Belt, One Road Initiative? And third is how it impacts India and what are the drawbacks. Fourth, conclusion. Friends, talking about the One Belt, One Road Initiative, this initiative was started in 2013 under the leadership of Chinese Premier Xi Jinping. And this project includes One Belt, One Road Initiative itself and assistance to more than 150 countries across the globe, whether it is in Africa, low-income countries, or whether it is in Europe or North America, South America. Even Canada is also a part of One Belt, One Road Initiative. And there is a estimate that in recent decade, China surpassed even IMF to lending of money in the economy. And talking about one of the key jewel of One Belt, One Road Initiative is CPEC and assistance to the Asian and other, especially the neighbor country of India. Friends, talking about why China started this, as China has a glorious past in operating and contributing in the economy of the world, and China is on same phase to revival of old Silk Route with new approach. And to keep this thing in mind, the China start economic cooperation and economic engagement to integrate all the GDP, all the economic development of country with alignment and making the king of manufacturing supply chain. As we seen in COVID-19 pandemic, all things are concentrated on China. Friends, let's come on to the how it impact India and what are the drawback of it. As the initiative start with great pomp, later on come on the down due to COVID-19 pandemic, the China's banking system itself on the edge of collapse and about to collapse. No one know because China is a closed economy and a few events come out of the Chinese news media. And second is known for transparency. There is no transparency within the OPEC, especially we can see the CPEC is promise a lot of opportunity and the job employment in Pakistan, but we can see there is nothing like that. And how it impact the interest of India, as POK is our integral part of India and BRI passing through the POK. Apart from that, it also has approach of string of pulse to coordinate of India from all 360. And as being India one of the leading power of Asia and being most populated country, it doesn't suit the interest of India in future. So it's not in the benefit of India. And third, it is economically not feasible and China give restlessly loan to the countries that take part in it. Fourth, it is not economically viable. Many times country like China surpass the rule of WNO, WTO, and for the sake of their own development, they don't care anything else. And I like to conclude by saying that the One Road and One Belt initiative start with the great pomp, but this is now white elephant. And this is good opportunity for India to stand and to rise to spread its soft power and become the good leader or leader of South or good emerging market of world. That's from my side. Jai Hind.